Hey guys, so I'm gonna tell you about my little heartbreak that I'm going through, and I felt into a little sadness and depression these last 2 months. I've been very, very sad, and I've been crying every day. I felt like I was getting better, and then I drank, and it just pushed me back. But this is my little heartbreak. I haven't had a heartbreak in a long time, but it is my fault. And I'm gonna tell you a little story. I'm gonna tell you the backstory because if I tell you the story of my heartbreak, you'll be like, what? You just met the guy for a few months. I've been single for 11 years, okay? I had a horrible breakup at 18. What I'm gonna say is my opinion and my experience. I felt I got a bad breakup. I got arrested. I got into a fight with my ex-boyfriend. But I kind of felt like it wasn't fair. I felt like I was effed over by the system and I was effed over by him. Yes, I was, you're doing stuff to me, I'm gonna do stuff to you too. But he ended up calling the police on me. If I was smarter and if I didn't have a big ego and if I wasn't drinking at 18 years old, I wouldn't have gotten into that trouble. But here we are. So, that happened at 18 years old. I felt betrayed by someone that I liked. How dare you? I was angry afterwards. I was angry because I was getting denied jobs. I felt like a loser. I felt like I was never going to succeed. I felt like, what else? I was depressed and I was getting denied many jobs, 3 jobs. I remember H&R Block, the zoo, and another place where I was going to help kids. I remember. And I just felt like, wow, I failed my family. I was supposed to go to college. I was going to do this, and that. I felt like a failure. And it was all in my head. I was like depressed, but after, like I said, after everything had happened, I was angry. I wasn't, me and him, like we never had any violence in our relationship. It was just that breakup was bad. That summer that went on into the winter time. So I felt betrayed. And another reason why I think he tried to F me over, maybe he was scared, but maybe 50% he was scared, but the other 50 I feel like he did to F me over because ever since, like, there was a restraining order for 6 months, and right on that date that the restraining order was over, he tried messaging me. He tried messaging me almost every year when I had Facebook, which is why no more Facebook. I seen him for 4 years ago, 5 years ago, when I was working at Dunkin'. I don't know nothing about him. So he came in, it was a shock. But then he came in again, like the following weekend, tried talking to me. Then throughout the years, he's also tried adding my sisters. This past summer, he tried adding one of my sisters. So I feel like he thinks it's a joke. I don't know. That's my opinion, because if you were really scared of me, you would not even try talking to me at all, because I wouldn't. And what I can say is, I have let many guys, and I've been single for 11 years, I have let guys disrespect me. And I would give any other guy a chance, but him, never. Because he's a reminder of, I don't want to say it's his fault, because I am a person and I should have walked away and I shouldn't have had that big ego, right? But I was young. But he's a reminder of my depression, of my lowest of the lowest, I can say. So, bad experience. Ever since then, I felt betrayed and I was angry because he had a girlfriend. I was like, how dare you? I'm here alone, suffering. I have a criminal record. I'm never going to succeed. And you're over there in love and happy. That's not fair. Like, I was so sad and depressed. My anger is horrible when you have that. It just eats you up. My anger turned into depression. So, that's a little story. I've had not the best of luck dating. And, well, just, I met this, whatever, I had bad luck. I was hooking up last year with these guys, 2 guys, that I've been hooking up for years, like 5 years, 6 years. And I told myself last year, like, I'm done with them. I don't want to you know. But then this year, in the beginning of the year, I met a guy and we talked for a little bit. Didn't work out. So I'm like, I met another guy and I had a little like fling. I was like, not interested. I don't care. I will still go on the dating apps because I was bored and I wanted attention, but I never went on the dating apps wanting to meet people, just having conversations and delete it. So I did that a few times. And one time I meet this guy around summertime. And I'm like, he wants to hang out. I was like, sure. I'm like, whatever. I'm gonna hang out with him once and nothing's gonna happen. Hanged out with him. Then he kept texting me every day, sending me videos. I never had a guy do that. The basic bare minimum I never had because I never allowed them to. Because with the other guys, they would tell me they were honest. They were like, you want to hook up? That's it. I'm like, oh, sure. I never had conversations with them. I never developed a little type of nothing. Like, I didn't know what they were doing. I didn't know nothing about them. With him, he would text me every day. Mind you, I talked to him for like 4 months. And he made a big impact in my life because I didn't realize how lonely I was. He would message me every day. He would send me videos like, hey, good morning. He's from a different culture, country, and I guess in their country they're very affectionate. And he acted like he wanted a relationship, and I even allowed, like, not allowed him, but like I gave him the option, like, hey, if you want to hook up, we can just hook up. Like, you don't have to lie. You can be honest with me. He's like, no, I want a relationship. I don't want that. I don't like that stuff. Other people would love that. Other men would love that, but not me. Something along those lines. And I was like, oh my God, really? You want some relationship? And I was still a little bit scared. My intuition told me not to trust the guy. And he disappointed me right at 4 weeks. Right at the 4-week mark, he disappointed me. Should have let him go. My intuition told me no. There were things he did. He was all talk, but I'm not used to that. And I fell for it. And I've been so sad for 2 months. So sad and crying every day. I'm like, oh my God. I just want to be over this, like the sadness. But I also think it's because right now I have no one. I'm not talking to no guys. Before last year, I would be sleeping with 2 guys, but I would date. So if it didn't work out, I'm like, oh, I tried talking to this guy. I will go to those guys and sleep with them because that would make me feel better. But it didn't. But now I'm actually alone. I feel so alone. And yeah. And my coworker told me that, like, he manipulated me. He did. And he did some things that were like, what's wrong with you? Why you keep talking to this guy? And that's it. He broke my little heart. I allowed him to break my little heart. But I'm glad that I liked someone. Because, I remember my friends would say, oh, I like this person. Oh, I like this person. I'm like, I never liked no one. What's wrong with me? But I've been crying every day because it's true. Like, I do want a companion. I want someone. I want to be in a relationship. But I'm not going to be with just anybody. And he made me feel insecure. He made me feel so insecure. And that's pretty much it. That's where I'm at. And I'm going to keep talking about it until I'm tired of talking about it because I'm getting tired of talking about it. I am. And then yesterday I had a crazy dream. And that also made me realize, like, I'm so in my head. Like, there's so many other important things out there. Because this dream was really scary. I don't want to share it right here, but it was like a family scary nightmare. And then I opened my eyes, like, what's wrong with me? Why am I so thinking about this dude? This dude don't even think about you. He don't even care about you. He's probably already, I don't know. But that's where I'm at. And, yep. Excuse me. Bye.